Amazon Game Studios gave out New World for free this whole entire weekend, and it ended up being the biggest flop ever. The saddest thing about all this, they added a bunch of free servers because they thought they were going to get a lot of people coming into the game. The numbers ended up being so small that all these free servers pretty much were a waste. I don't understand why they did this, because the servers were at low population for a majority of them to begin with. So why add more? It's pretty obvious that AGS overestimated what was going to happen during this free weekend. I think now a lot of people are starting to realize that once a game does really terrible during launch time, it pretty much solidifies their fate unless they do some massive updates to fix the game. Kind of like what No Man's Sky did. But they gained their popularity over time in that game. Whereas with New World, right now it's very stagnant. There's a lot of people like me that are just waiting for updates and are hoping that they're going to do something good with this game. Then there's the majority of people that already quit the game and they were just like, screw this game, I'm gonna move on to Final Fantasy 14, I'm gonna move on to Guild Wars 2, just any other game that actually is a really more established MMO, instead of wasting my time on something that has little to no content at endgame and recycled bullshit when it comes to questing. Because I'll go ahead and admit that one of the biggest flaws with this game is the quest system. It's always the same exact objective every single time. Guy tells you to go get something 700 miles away. You have to run on foot. Then you have to run on foot all the way back to turn in the quest. So it gets really tedious very fast. And this is something that I've seen a lot of other players complain about. On top of that, when you get closer to endgame, you start to see that the quests don't even have dialogue anymore and you have to read it Final Fantasy 14 style, which is really sad. And people don't want to read anymore, man. It's 2022. No one wants to read anymore. If we could just have an auto translator from like the Google read out the dialogue to us, we would rather have that. So this free weekend was a nice attempt for AGS to like bring people in. But I feel like it was the wrong timing. If they would have at least worked on the end game a little bit, make the core crowd that's playing the game right now happy, we as the players that are enjoying the game will share what we really love about this game and get more people to play it. Even me, as a fan of New World, I can't realistically recommend this game to my friends because I feel like there isn't enough content in this game for it to warrant playing it at the moment. Because the truth is, word of mouth is very strong, still to this day. And no amount of advertising is going to make someone want to try a game that supposedly failed. And you can see that easily when it comes to Twitch, when it comes to YouTube. YouTubers and also Twitch streamers, they promote games. So if you don't have big streamers covering your game, then no one's going to play it because everyone's going to think that, oh, it's a piece of crap. That's why they're not playing it. You know, like, for example, Shroud, he was playing this game for a long time. I saw him in and out, like jumping back to New World, doing endgame content. I'm pretty sure he got burnt out because he was doing the same 3 dungeons over and over and got tired of it. So losing somebody like that to stream your game is a big loss. So overall, word of mouth like that is very important for a game's survivability these days. And simply just throwing on a Facebook ad of free weekend is not going to be enough to entice people to want to play. I mentioned this before in my last video. They really need to focus on just adding more things to do within the content that's already in the game. More recycled content. Being able to do things at hard mode, being able to like redo the whole main storyline in a new game plus type of thing. That would be cool, especially if it was rewarding enough to attempt even doing something like that. Like if it gave legendaries or if it gave like crafting materials towards getting legendaries. Hell, I would love a system where you could take gear that is low level and upgrade it up to level 60 and even turn it from like a white item up to legendary if you have crafting materials. That would be cool. That would incentivize more people to want to approach crafting or to want to like hire somebody to do it for them that's a well-known crafter in their guild or whatever. Also, think about the transmogging opportunities you have with a system like that. There was so many pieces of gear that I picked up that was like level 10 that looked cool as hell. And I wanted to wear it, but how the hell do you wear a level 10 item at level 60? Like, you're basically just gimping yourself at that point just to look cool. But We never see systems like that in MMOs. And I feel like if they were going to do something like this, then it would entice more people to want to try it because it's going to be a new mechanic that other MMOs have never done. But yeah, it's pretty sad what happened this weekend. But hopefully we'll see some updates. Hopefully this game will get a little bit better. I'm just pretty much taking it slow when it comes to playing the game. What I really want to do is dungeons, and I don't like how the orb system is right now. So I'm going to be waiting until the summer update where they're supposed to be adding that matchmaking. I'm really hoping that that update is going to be the thing to change this game to make it more fun. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.